So, greetings everyone. Today, we are here with you with a new AMA session with the CEO of Edge Video AI. If you don't know, Edge Video AI is a really innovative video solution. They are actually making streaming, TV, and any kind of video interactive, shoppable, and they are utilizing AI technology at the background. Today, we are here with the CEO, Joe Ward, to tell us more about it. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. It's really great to have you here. And we are great and we are thrilled to know more about the project. So if you're okay, I can start with the question directly.
Yep, absolutely. Let's get talking. So have a chat about Edge Video AI and have some fun.
Yeah, I mean, in my videos, I really liked what you're doing. And actually, you are having a demo right now, Green Living. And you are showing people how they can really interact with this. And right now I can say, how does Edge Video AI's integration of this QR code, which they can also see on their screen, enhance the interactivity of fast channels and how it derives the viewer engagement? Is it a better solution than anything else?
Yeah, so there's other QR code solutions out there that will, if you're on a TV channel, which is free ad-supported TV, if you're on a TV channel and you see a QR code, you can scan that and a web page will come up, and it might offer you something. But that's quite different to what we're doing. So that's a static experience. So it's a once experience. When you experience it once, and that's it. It's a one page. But you have to pause the video. Or if you don't pause the video, then what happens is whatever you're seeing on your phone is different than what you actually scanned on the TV, which can be okay. And that's often related to a discount. What our system is doing is giving a real-time experience so that it's doing push and it's doing live updates in real time. So I'll do a demo here of a shopping widget. And so to show you what real time really means, because whether it's on your phone or on the web, it's important to be real time. And with the only solution that it has is real time, it has Web3 baked in. So here you can see the shopping going on down below. So
and
what's happening is
AI suggestion, right?
What's that?
These are AI suggestions.
Yeah. So the AI is actually working on suggestions in real time. So here it says, okay, the green cucumber, and what's this here? So you can see here is growing out of a wooden raised garden bed. Okay, raised garden bed, and you can see here that's the picture of her. So if I click on the individual products, you can see why the AI is showing what it's showing. The garden bag is filled with straw used to suppress weeds, retain moisture, and prevent erosion. So okay, so that's really interesting, right? So what is this product that it's offering me? Okay, so it is, it's a product here to solve that exact problem. So that is the, when you're out gardening, that's when you use those slippers in that situation. So I would say that's probably like a goodish match, but not stunning. But there are some stunning matches. So it really depends on what the AI, how many products it's got and what it sees. So this one here, it's saying, okay, this person is using a product to support a plant in their garden. Okay, so that's supporting a plant. You can see that in the video. And here you can see what product does it match with.
It's a great match.
That's a good match, actually. Yeah. That's a really good match. €3.59 for 70 centimeter product. So I think that's very good. So this goes on forever. So it just keeps coming and coming and coming. So with the thousands upon thousands and tens of millions of products that we have either in the system or over 100 million actually signed up, it is enormous, because what we can do is we can add this shopping and gaming. Well, I'll get into gaming in a minute. We can add this shopping experience to any video, and it's fully automated. So it just goes. We don't have to tag anything. Like this is content and products I've never seen before myself.
Yeah.
And I'm working with this all the time. You can see here, I think that is probably looking like a good match. The tomato cage, right? So there's
Yeah.
you can see a tomato cage there. That's really good. It's like, okay, how much is a tomato cage? Right, okay, there it is. $48.99. I think that's a good thing. So if you remember too is that you and I are watching this, not necessarily interested in the content per se, but if someone's interested in this content, they're really going to be interested in those products.
Yeah. Well, that's really great. And it's really, I mean, kind of mind-blowing to see how AI works really fast, and the suggestions can be quite accurate most of the time. And I can say, okay, this is green living streaming or something like that. But I'm imagining like I'm watching a TV series or a movie, and I'm seeing a really good outfit, shoe maybe, or something different, and AI can suggest it directly on point.
Yep.
And if I want to shop, my kind of experience will not be disrupted, interrupted.
No, that's exactly right. The interruption is a big thing, right? Because you may not necessarily be super interested in one particular product, but what you are interested in doing is seeing the possibilities. You want to see more options, and so that's really important, because you don't want to necessarily pause for every product, and you don't want the experience just to fall over. But saying all this, what's important is having not only just the technology, the AI, the Web3 with real-time edge video AI push, but it's also being able to have the suppliers, right? Because if you can't match, then if you don't have the suppliers, you're not in business. And so we've got I can tell you it's actually more than 3,300 vendors, and 128 million products signed up to
That's
pay
really
us commission.
important.
And so as that commission rolls in, that helps boost the token, because the more revenues come in, the bigger the price. And so therefore, as the price is growing, the people, the streamers can put the QR code on there and promote the token, because they want people to play the games. So it is a real full solution to be able to add revenue to TV companies.
Okay. Having talked about the token, actually, I want to ask something about it. I know that shopping is a big aspect, gaming is a big aspect, and we will talk about them. But another important thing that I have seen in Edge Video AI is the incentivization of the user. So can you explain how the Fast token incentivizes viewers and content creators with the Edge Video ecosystem?
Yeah, so if I'm on one of these systems, for example, I'll just get onto kick.com right now, and what it will do is that it will show me a similar experience to what we just saw. But you might look at this and say, what's the incentive, to scan the QR code and to participate? Because you can see the QR code there, right? And that's it right now. So it's like, well, what's the incentive? So what's going to happen is that the QR code itself will have its own incentive. So it will say, hey, come along now to win 100. And here, look at this. So it comes up with a beta test, shoppable TV, and it says, okay, come and scan this now. We can say 500 fast tokens, for scanning. You get a daily check-in, which is really cool. And then you can see here on my phone that I'm now getting the products that we just saw from the shopping widget here on my phone, and I can buy them right off my phone. So that's very cool. The next thing is that I'm actually getting games here in real time. So that's giving me a pop quiz. What is the best way to water your indoor plants? Water them only on the weekends. Water them when they're visibly wilting. Water them every day. Water them to touch the top of the soil. So what do you think the answer is? It's every day. Right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So there it is. That was correct.
And of course, I mean, these are, again, AI suggested questions, quizzes, right?
That's right. So it just generated that in real time.
Yeah, very good.
So while I'm sitting there 71% of people have their phone in their hand while they're watching TV. And so whether it's on the web or whether it's just through the TV itself, because you can't buy products on a remote control. Here's an Apple TV remote. You're not going to buy anything with this. So it's but this is the phone. It's the most trusted device in the room, more trusted and more capable than the TV itself.
Definitely. Okay. And I think quizzes are a really good way to keep users engaged, viewers engaged. And there are different technological advancements that you're using to do that. So what kind of technological advancements really important for Edge Video's ability to transform these any kind of traditional streaming into gamified and shopping-enabled experiences? AI is one thing. Is there anything else that you want to point out?
There is a whole range of patented actually technologies that we have around this. So there's a combination of the push engine, the AI engine. The AI engine itself is a layer that we built to be able to plug in different AI into like a streaming experience and be able to push things. So whether it's the games or whether it's the shopping, and obviously the rewards, things like that. We also do facial recognition, so we'll be doing that soon. So that's actually where we started. So it's this layer that we have in between to be able to enhance the experience. And so, because what we know is that when people are watching TV, they don't want to necessarily watch, they don't necessarily want to play games. They want to do things with their phone, but they prefer linked to the content, and that's what it is. So. That's the first part of it. The second part of it is the automation. So it is doing an automated experience where we can drop the feed into our platform, and it automatically will actually create a shopping experience. All we have to do is get the logo, and that's it. So it's that. But then there's the back end, which is the business side, which is the sheer volume of companies that we've signed up to be able to do this, complements our technology well.
Yeah. And I think you are currently working hard to optimize it, optimize the AI and all the technologies to actually increase the effectiveness of these interactive elements such as quizzes or shopping vouchers. And these are also able to boost the viewer rates, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. If, for example, here you can see that this experience, what we're doing is that we're adding on new revenues to this experience. But what we don't do is we don't get involved in the revenue that's already there. And so the ratings go up because when people are shopping and people are gaming, they watch longer.
Yeah. And what are some of the key benefits for content creators who are using Edge Video AI?
I'm glad you asked that because that's important, right? What's the number one problem they've got is money, revenue. And so but we come in and say, look, we'll give this to you, we'll lend you the tokens, and we'll share the revenue with you. And so therefore, there's no setup fee. It's so easy for us to do it. So what we do is we set up the QR code for them. They put it on the stream, and boom, they're up and running with new revenue. So that's a really, really big benefit to them, and the revenue from shopping is much better than the advertising revenue.
Yeah, I can say that it's true in general. And yes, I think what I'm seeing with Edge Video AI is that you address to multiple problems that exists in the streaming and video space, and by providing solutions, you're also providing new ways for people to enjoy content, and that's the thing that I like about Edge Video AI. But another thing that I'm interested about in Edge Video AI is the gamification of these things. So in what ways Edge Video AI will integrate and support multiplayer or single player gaming on TVs? Not on TVs, on your phones probably, but how you will integrate it?
Yeah, so at the moment, I just showed you a single player experience, but with the multiplayer, the way that it works is we throw points into a pool. And so if you and I wanted to predict this, we want to basically bet some points. So we don't bet tokens, we bet points. So we don't need a gambling license, so we have a dual layer economy. So you and I can actually bet points against each other. And I can see in real time what what bets are being placed. So therefore, we can say, okay, who's going to win this? And if I win the points, then I can convert those into tokens. But it's a cool experience. Another thing of gamification we have on our roadmap is predict the outcome. So, for example, if you're say you're watching content and you want to pick the winner of a particular cricket game, and so the cricket, like in Australia, England, India, Pakistan, South Africa, it goes for 5 days. Test matches go for 5 days. So, you say, for example, I say, look, I'm Australian. I want to bet on Australia. So what happens is every time I throw my tokens my points into the pool, and every time there's an outcome that I get paid. So over the 5 days, I can get a push that says, oh, your team, got a 6 or got a 4, and so it keeps coming and coming. So it's a constant incentive to go back and say, what was what happened? What did I miss? And it's a great way to solve a big problem for the sports broadcasters.
Definitely.
Because the problem that they have is that in golf and cricket, for example, all of the viewing comes at the last end of the last day. So at the back end of the last day. So what happens is that you need to register and put your bets in, put your picks in before the match starts, and that's on day one. So the viewing from day one surges and carries all the way through for 5 days in the case of cricket.
That's really great. And yeah, when I'm thinking about Edge Video AI, I generally think about live streaming, Twitch streamers, Kick streamers, and also TV series. But yes, when I think about sports events, I can see a lot of use cases.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see like big sports events like maybe American football or soccer or different sports events, like selling jerseys, selling different equipments to people, and also incentivizing the betting, well, that's really great. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of merchandise out there that's hard to find. With AI, makes it really easy to find.
Yeah. I think the use of AI is a big impact on how Edge Video AI is really effective in terms of suggesting the best possible things to the viewers. And is there personalization element in these suggestions? Like according to the viewer?
Yeah, there is, because down here you can see where I have the orange round, for example, that lampion there. I might say, well, that's actually not interesting for me. So then I just said, okay, not interesting. So it's actually moved down. And this one here is not interesting for me either. So now it's been moved down too. So it's actually shuffling down in a priority list. So I'm actually personalizing my experience in real time.
No, that's really great to have that as well, because not everyone will be interested in the same thing, even if they're watching the same thing. And it's a great addition to the AI's capabilities.
Yeah, that's right.
And the other thing I want to ask, that you mentioned that there will be multiplayer games and single player games, and there will be points, I guess, before the token. So what is the role of these virtual points and leaderboards in the Edge Video ecosystem?
Yeah, so the points is what I explained before, where what we want to be able to do is give people check-in points, and we want to bet points, and we want the to be like a virtual currency, whereas the fast token is more of the hard currency. And so what it does means that our streamers don't have to have a license in order to be able to have people betting points, because they're just points, and they can't lose any money because they can't buy the points. All they can do is they can lose. They only get points for their participation.
Yes.
And so that's what they can gamble. So that's part one. Part two is you can see the leaderboard here on the right hand side of the screen, where you can see here, for example, I'm number 2 on the leaderboard at the moment. And so I can obviously what I want to do is, so I want to see myself on TV. So on the phone I can put the leaderboard, but on the TV itself we can put the leaderboard. And if I want to hide it, I can hide it just by hiding it like that. So so the goal is also too is with the leaderboard, we can put this in the ad break. So people's names can be full screen in the ad break. So as people are playing games, they can see their names on TV.
And I think that's a great motivation. People want to see their names on TV. Yeah,
absolutely. It's about rewards and recognition.
Yeah. And I think you answered a lot of questions that I had in my mind, and now I feel more educated about Edge Video AI and what you're actually trying to do. What is really great for me to learn here is that you have a lot of vendors and supporters and markets that you can suggest products from, and I think that's a
Yeah.
strength that you hold in your hand as Edge Video AI.
Yeah, I'm glad you raised that too, because if I look here, for example, at the suppliers, if you just pick, for example, like in Italy, there's 416 e-commerce companies with
Yeah.
8.4 million products. And the other day, like we stood up there's an American Canadian company that's got MMA, fighting and combat sports, and we stood them up with one supplier and 68,000 products, and it
Oh,
was up and running. So with like Italy, 416 companies with 8.4 million products, the matches are going to be extraordinary.
yeah, definitely. The more I think about it, the more examples I can think of. For example, like boxing matches or fighting events. I mean, maybe I want to buy some gloves. Maybe I will want to buy some gloves someday for boxing or any kind of equipment that I had in my mind. It will pop up. It's really great for engagement. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense actually.
It does, because and that's a little bit of the problem that we have is that we're managing is the explosion of innovation potential. I mean, just having AI watching TV. I mean, think about it from analytics point of view. Say you're in the sports industry and you're into boxing, and you need to know how many times a particular every time a celebrity appears on TV
Ah,
on
yeah.
any of the channels, you want to know, right? And you want to be able to analyze it, and you want to do push notifications in real time to have a social media campaign kick off,
Yes.
something like that. That's something that we can help with because we're seeing what's happening in the stream. We hear it, we see it, and we know what's been programmed.
Yeah. That's really
Programmed from
great.
it, like the TV guide, we get that from them too.
Yeah, and TV needs to evolve a bit more, I guess. Right now,
It
TV
does.
uh, is not the most exciting sector, but Edge Video AI
No,
can actually do wonders for it.
it can, and so TV, can go full circle. I mean, everything goes in cycles, right? So, now it's time to say, okay, well, let's reinvigorate live TV, and bring that back to the masses in a modern way.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks for all the answers. It was very detailed, explanatory, and I think our viewers also understands about Edge Video AI better now. So, for people who are interested in Edge Video AI right now, what they can do, what would you suggest them to do?
Well, I mean, we have the website. Obviously, they can look at edgevideo.ai. All of our social links are there. You can link. We have a fast token listed on MEXC, listed on Gate.io, and a quick swap and on Ref Finance with our investors near. If they're interested in the token, then they can get involved there.
Definitely.
We're only just getting started, so I think it's got a lot of upside. And when we announce our first major streamer to adopt, which I think will probably be in the combat sports, then things are going to be very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at your Twitter, I can also see some airdrops and giveaways right now.
Yeah, it's quite active. So I'll definitely get on there. Look at the giveaways. There's the KOL activity like yourself. It's not slowing down; it's only speeding up. And I know what's in the works. There's some exciting stuff coming.
Yeah,
We have an AMA this afternoon with the Neurochain guys as well. Neurochain
yeah.
AI.
That's really great that you're doing out of AMAs. I mean, people want to see AMAs. People want to learn the project from the people behind it. I think that's
Right.
important to have.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably definitely do more. We keep getting very closer and closer to some major adoption. It's like, well, I'm kind of hoping to announce that, but to be honest, I'm really happy to talk to you about it.
Yeah,
The
me
questions
too.
are good. You're easy to talk to and smart about the questions, and I can show you the shopping widget, which I think is great. I love the shopping
Okay.
widget. I think it's so simple and so effective.
Yeah. And yeah, suggestions are always changing places. AI always learns what is going on. It's really great to watch just Edge with the AI, how AI is capable of doing so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing we're excited about too is the facial recognition, so that on the phone, or even on the TV, as it recognizes personalities, it comes up with a Twitter X profile, and then you can follow them in real time, or even tweet to them. So you can actually show that like it's really really cool. So I can't wait for that to come out.
Okay. It's been great talking to you. Is there anything else you want to add for our viewers?
No, just thanks for the interest, and thanks for supporting Edge. We really love the audience, and just remember that that's this is very early days for us. I think we deliberately started with a low market cap, and we want to build it up, so as opposed to a high market cap and it can come down. So,
Yeah, that's really great. And right now you're listed on Maxi platform,
yeah,
which I think bears a lot of potential just because how good the technology behind this and how knowledgeable the people behind Edge Video AI and how they are really interested in what they are doing, how they believe in what they are doing. So Fast Token is definitely something to check out on Maxi. And there are a lot of giveaways, and I think a lot more is coming, airdrops and things to incentivize the users to get them into the platform. And if you're interested in Edge Video AI, you can also check it out. And thanks a lot, Joe Ward, for being here with us today with your
absolutely.
answers. It was great to talk with you. It was great to know more about the Edge Video AI. And I think we can conclude our AMA right now.
No worries. No, thanks for the great questions. Thanks for your time.
Yeah,
I love the FinTech channel. It's great.
Yeah, thank you, Joe Ward. And I really like Edge Video AI. And we hope to see you on the next one.
Okay, man. Take it easy.